Hey, happy Sunday afternoon. Had a few thoughts on my mind that have been brewing over the last few days. And when that happens, I gotta press live and I gotta come in here and chat and share. So thank you for listening. Let me know if you're listening on the replay or where you're tuning in from. So, 2020 has been pretty wild so far. For sure, that's like the understatement of the century, right? And I have recently been really convicted of something. You know how our words have power, and this is something that I have participated in and I have done, and I'm starting to see it a little bit differently. So I thought that maybe you might appreciate this and see things, want to see things the way I am. Okay, so 2020 has been a year unlike any we have ever experienced in our lifetime. And there have been a lot of memes and t-shirts and posts and conversations where we've said things like, what's the next month coming up? It's going to be the 5th level of Jumanji, or we're going to use 2020 as the new cuss word, and like, don't 2020 me when things are starting to get crazy. We have just talked really negatively about this year, and we've made fun of it and we've joked about it. I know I have had thoughts, and I've been in conversations where we've said things like, we're just upset that we're here in this time in history, that this type of thing is happening, that we're having to walk through this type of chaos, and wishing for another time, wishing this year to already be behind us. There are already jokes and memes about, I don't want to go into 2021 until I see a trailer for it, and all that kind of stuff, okay? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Are you with me on the conversation that has happened as it relates to 2020? Has been fairly negative, and I've said things like 2020 is a crapshoot. Who knows what's going to happen? It's 2020. Anything can go. That kind of stuff. Okay, and I get it. I mean, we again have never experienced a year like this in history. We have had a lot of trauma. We've had a lot of chaos. Our world has been turned upside down. And so there's like this part of us that's trying to get grounded, trying to figure out normal, trying to fight for normal. There's this unrest in our spirit. And so we're just processing, okay? So there's grace for the processing. There's grace for being at different parts of this journey. But I want to challenge our thinking as it relates to 2020, because I was convicted of my own attitude about this year. This past week, I think I was reading in a book that was talking about the end times and realizing that the stage is being set for whatever's to come. And I had this thought that just kind of downloaded onto me, which was, why am I so upset about being alive in this time and the world shaping up like it is and history playing out like it is, and I'm going through it and my kids are going to have to grow up in it, when I should be so excited to be alive for this very time in history? Instead of hating 2020 and making fun of 2020, how about we start embracing 2020? How about we start thinking, this is the year when we woke up. This is the year when darkness was exposed. This is the year when people started to find their voice. This is the year when churches had to get real serious about what they were about and not start playing church. This is the year when revival ushered into our country. This is the year when we started embracing our calling and who we were meant to be. We started emerging into it. This is the year when we got serious about God's word. This is the year we stopped playing games and we actually started looking at life with spiritual eyes. This is the year. This is the year when God is seated on his throne and nothing throws him for a loop. He has planned out the end of times, and we might be a generation that is walking in it right now. So who am I to say 2020, when 2020 could be the most exciting time in the history of the world to be alive? You all, we might be the generation that witnesses the return of Christ. We might be the generation that's here, that is raptured into glory. This is the generation that is raising up a standard. This is a generation that's seeing a revival happen. Praise God that he put me and you on this planet to be able to experience 2020. This is the year. This is moving us closer and closer to eternity. And things that are in the Bible prophecy are coming true and being fulfilled, and I get to witness it with my own eyes. Yeah, I might be persecuted. Yeah, it might be hard. Yeah, we might have to go through some rough times. Yeah, it's going to mess with us emotionally, possibly financially, mentally, spiritual, but it's the great awakening and the shakedown that we have so desperately needed. So I'm here to confess I've had the wrong attitude about this year. And I've made fun of it, and I've belittled it, and I've wanted to get the heck out of Dodge. I confess that. But I'm also here to say no more. My words have power, and from now on, I will publicly and privately and in my own head praise God that I'm alive to witness what is happening in this world right now. So that's my challenge to you. Hold on to the truth. Get your mind and heart wrapped around the truth, not around the things of the world. Because if our minds and hearts are wrapped around the goings on of this world and the trappings of this world and the deceit of this world, we cannot get to a place of being excited about what's happening. It only comes when I am immersed in the Word of God and I know that I'm playing a part in history that is ushering us into eternity, and I might be part of the generation that sees the return of Christ. That's exciting, and praise God, he put me and you here in 2020 to be a part of that.